The Earth. While to many of you, it may just be where you live, or a cool place to hang out on the weekends, the Earth actually has many different types of natural resources, including one of the most important resources to mankind, oil.
I am a stegosaurus!
Oil is formed through the compression of organic material, dead plants and animals, over the course of millions of years. This produces a high-energy substance that has fueled our trains, planes, and ships since the Industrial Revolution. While oil has greatly enhanced our ability to travel, trade, and communicate with other parts of the world, it is a finite resource. Thus, when depleted, it will remain so for millions of years. With a society so dependent on oil, the question is, what happens when it runs out? As people get more desperate for oil, they will begin drilling more offshore, resulting in more oil spills and more harm to wildlife. With gas supplies nearing complete depletion, gas lines like these will become common, if not daily occurrences, as people try to hold on to their old ways of life. People will spend hours to eventually days in these lines to purchase the little oil that is left on Earth. Eventually, people will stop driving altogether. Trade will be eliminated as well, which will undoubtedly greatly affect the national economy. It is at this point that people will realize that they need to find an oil substitute to fuel their transportation needs. And now that I told you guys all how we're gonna die, here's how we save ourselves. With fewer options, people will begin to have to use different forms of transportation, including bikes and semi- and fully electric vehicles. Due to the short range of electric vehicles, economies and life in general will most definitely become more localized for a while. However, improvements in technology provide hope for a return to the way things once were, although this may never be truly achieved.
I could dream, Harold!
By having these cars fueled by electricity that is produced in clean ways, such as through wind energy, solar energy, and biofuel, we can make sure that this system is more sustainable than oil and will be around for years to come. In terms of food, people will be left with fewer options now that all long-range transportation has been cut out. Many will choose to participate in local farms that are within walking or biking distance from their homes. In this system, everyone goes to the fields to pick their own produce, or goes to the on-site farm stand, which has already picked the produce for them, to get their food. This way, everyone is their own farmer, instead of just relying on that one middle-aged white guy with a heavy rural accent.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, dude, lived one of them snipe hunts last night, man, with them sticks and bag and whack, man, we could go woo.
Not only does it reduce oil use, but supporting local farms also promotes sustainable agriculture. Unlike massive monoculture farms, small local farms tend to show more care for the environment through the many types of crops that are grown in a relatively small area to increase biodiversity, as well as their reduced pesticide use. Greenhouses like these will grow food for people during the winter months. This will replace importing food from other countries, which is a very oil-reliant practice due to the large amount of transportation which takes place during it. To recap, society is presented with two options in terms of the oil crisis. Either it can split up and become more localized to reduce the need for transportation, or it can find a clean, sustainable alternative which can develop technology around. Thank you for watching our Build, Destroy, Build project. Stay tuned next week for nothing, because this is a one-time project. I don't know. Alright, yep, see you later, guys. Thanks.